Welcome, sports fans, to the A7FL Florida Football League, better known as American 7. This is the Big Boy Football Network. These guys are out here. You're going to be treated to a big game today. It's the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers against the Tampa A-Team. About to start any moment. Get your popcorn. If you're old enough, you get some beer.
You know, the A-Team won the championship here in Florida last year, and they came up to Jersey. They didn't have a lot of luck with that, but they're out here with something to prove. They lost their first game to the Ghosts in a close one, 32-28. So they're 0-1. So they're coming out here with something to prove against the Nightcrawlers team that's somewhat struggling. And this is the only game we have here in the A7FL this week, and everybody's off for Easter. So it's kind of special to be out here doing this down in Tampa, and looking forward to a good game.
That's a great point, because you probably don't recognize me as an announcer. So I have to shout out to A.J. Smith, Matt Ryan, Corey Hammond. Man, I love watching you guys. It's not going to be the same with me announcing the game, but I'll do my best. You guys take the holiday off.
So we should be getting ready for the coin toss soon.
A lot of fans have talked about the A7FL football. It's like any other football, only it's white. There's one particular gentleman who can throw that football 80 yards on the fly in the air.
Yeah, a lot of people ask if it's a rugby ball, if it's bigger. It's the same size as an NFL football. It's not bigger, smaller. It's the same size. And during the 3-on-1 throw-off, one of the guys on the Patterson U, Quattrell Huffin, he actually can throw the ball, and we have it on film, over 80 yards in the air. He hit the goalpost on the fly, throwing it off from the 25-yard line.
So have you seen a Beckham type catch in the end zone? It ain't no Nerf ball, it's a football. And these guys have the skills to get it there. Just about to get ready and underway. Beautiful day here in South Florida, Tampa area. Probably about 80 degrees, little breeze, hardly any humidity. More like baseball weather, but it'll cool down another 5 degrees very soon. Scoreboard's up and ready to go. Looks like these fellas got their warm-ups in. About ready to roll. What do you say there, boss? We gonna start getting this toss-up going?
Yeah, just waiting the rest of the coin toss, and should be underway here in about a minute.
Okay. Guys like those new A7FL Florida signs? And that's the first time I'm seeing them. Pretty cool. I think one of the gentlemen on the one of these things. Nick, who's it?
Nick, our commissioner here in Florida, guy does a great job. He's constantly working hard to get out here, set up the field, do all the little things behind the scenes that people don't really know about, and what it takes to get this thing up and running out here on a Saturday night, holiday weekend with all the traffic, spring break. We got these two teams out here ready to go, and we're going to see a good night of football for sure. They already got the lights cranked on for us, and just waiting for the referees to get out here, so we're ready to rock.
Coming in, we passed a huge crowd of fans. I believe the gentleman's name who was there was, I can't remember who that fella's name was. That fella that we passed coming in here?
Thanks.
Oh, it was Rot Wild. Yeah, he had a big crowd around him. Sure some of you people out there know what I'm talking about. That's Florida. Yeah, A7FL here. Rap stars right next on the next field, right over. Refs coming out on the field right now. Which I'd like to give a shout out to. These gentlemen show up and ref a professional type game. and the league respects them, and so do the players.
It's not an easy job officiating adults. You know, a lot of personalities out there. These guys are playing full contact, full tilt, no pads, and you know, sometimes tempers get hot, and you know, for the most time, it's just a little scrum here and there. But you know, they definitely got a hard job, no doubt about it.
Okay, so I'm going to let my fellow announcer here go over the rules real quick, if you can remember.
So it's 7-on-7. There's no pads. It's full contact. You have to wrap on all attempted tackles. You can't just fly in with a blind elbow or shoulder. There's 2 down linemen, 4 eligible receivers, and the quarterback starts with the ball in his hand, and he can't be deeper than 5 yards. We start every half off with a throw off. It's a 3-on-1, so you have 3 defenders going against 1 returner. It's one of the most, you know, it's one of the greatest plays in football, honestly. I mean, and that's a bold statement, but you know, people see it and they love that part of our game, and you know, that's the first thing that you're going to see here is the 3-on-1. But it's safer. You know, you take the blockers out of the equation, and it, you know, eliminates any chance for a blindside crackback type block. And if the defenders don't do a good job containing the returner, the guy's going to take it for 6. So it's just a great way to start the game off.
And of course, also in the A7FL, there is no kicking.
Right.
Which guy next to me is going to tell you about that too.
So for all the conversions, it's, you know, there's no field goals. You're either going to go for 1 point from the 5-yard line, or you're going to go for 2 points from the 10-yard line after every touchdown. So there's absolutely no kicking in the A7FL. Looks like the Nightcrawlers won the toss here. We'll see what they elect to do.
The field is set up really nicely for a football game, because I'm watching this sun probably around, I don't know, 11 o'clock, but it's directly going to set over the 50-yard line. So it's just a perfect, the shadow's not going to bother anybody. The lights are even on already, but you don't need them yet. And there's the whistle, so you're going to see the famous throw-off. There's another play that I'll let you describe too. Also about when sometimes there's a kicking play, where they throw the ball off for the punter, or they can run with the ball. Correct?
Oh well, it's ball in hand. If it's ball in hand, if there's any infraction on the throw-off, the returner is going to get ball in hand, which is a huge advantage for the returning team. They don't have to wait for the ball to get there. They start with ball in hand and just start gobbling up chunks of yardage.
Okay. One other thing, because I'm basically filling in, giving these guys a holiday, I don't really know the names of all the players. So you might just hear me with a number or two. Hopefully I can describe some action for you fellas. And we're about ready to go.
Tampa Nightcrawlers getting set here, moving from left to right on your screen. Get ready for this open and throw off.
Here we go. Nice throw downfield.
It's returnable.
That's a nice hit. That's a wrap up. That's the kind of stuff that happens here. People get wrapped up. You're going to see some really good action coming up.
Yeah, and that's important. You know, you don't want to give up a chunky yardage on the open and throw off. You don't want to give these guys great field position. That was a really good job by the throwing team. You know, they played great contain. It only took one guy to bring them down. Great open field tackle, and you know, good start here for the Nightcrawlers.
Yep, here we go. The markers are coming out. It's going to be a first down.
Again, the A-team won Florida last year. They were the A7FL Florida champs in this division. They lost in New Jersey to the Patterson U, who wound up winning the championship in 2020. But, you know, they're back at it. They like to run this big backfield. I mean, you know, the guy that you see lined up at halfback right now is 315. You know, he's a big boy. They'll feed him the rock and, you know, see if they can start to deliver some body shots to that Nightcrawlers defense.
Pitch to the left. Nice run. There's some downfield running. Nice hits.
That's a good job bringing him down in the open field, but, you know, to have to deal with that for a full game, 300 plus falling on you like that over and over again, you know, it's gonna start to head up.
Tough 4 yards. Going to be second and looks like 6 to me.
And that's the A team in the white and red, moving from right to left on your screen. 2nd and 6. Same pistol formation here with the big man in the backfield.
Another handoff going right this time. He's got the first down and more. Still fighting. And finally taken down in a host of those defensive players. These guys are keeping it on the ground. Yet to see a pass.
And the quarterback, Devon Gray, he's a great runner, and he can throw the ball. He's not just back there to run the ball, but, you know, they're going to stick what works for them. They're going to pound the ball. They're going to make you stop the run. They're going to make you stop the run before they start throwing the ball. They're going to slow the game down. They're going to deliver those body shots on offense and play defense. I mean, they know what it takes to get to a championship. They did it last year. And, again, here they are with that big set in the backfield, power set.
Here we go.
Now,
another handoff up the middle. We got some speed here. We're going. It's a race to the end zone, and it's a.
Oh, he might have stepped out.
Is he out?
Yep.
That was close. Great run, though. Really picked up some speed, hitting that corner.
That's another big back. You know, it's this. So, for a lot of people that don't know, the A team actually originated in Pennsylvania. They won a championship back in 2012. You still have a guy out there, Terrell Mitchell, who was part of that 2012 team. There he is right there, big number 33. He was also part of the 2018 championship team. When he played on the Immortals, when Pennsylvania won the championship back in 2018 against Patterson U. So, you know, he knows this game. He's bringing it out here to Tampa, and, you know, he knows the tools he has here.
Up the middle, once again. They're going to test that defense till they stop them, and they haven't done it yet. You're looking somewhere around the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Next week on the 24th, we have the Covington Heist coming down here to play the Orlando Ghosts out in Orlando. We're going to have a doubleheader on the 24th. And then we'll also be in Delaware. We'll be live on Stadium Sports. You can watch that on the app. You can watch us on TV. We're going to have a triple header for you, actually. It's going to be the Baltimore Gators playing Trenton BIC, Baltimore Rare Breed playing Patterson U, and then for the finale at 7 p.m., we'll have DC Buzz playing East Orange Renegades. So it's going to be, you know, when we come back up.
Taking it around the right end. That's some tough running there. He's going to be stopped inside the 10.
And the A-team just continuing to pound this ball. And this is what they do. You know, they don't care if it looks pretty or not.
Yet to pass. Remind me again who number 7 is, the quarterback?
Devon Gray.
Oh, okay.
And he's a very, very good runner. So, you know, he is the equalizer on this offense. You know, you have these big fullback type guys that are pounding the ball up the middle, and he's the guy that could just pull that ball out and just burn you on the outside. And, you know, it's just a matter of when, really. 1st and goal here at about the 4-yard line.
I got a funny feeling, as much as they've been pounding it, I think this might be the play for it. Oh, it's up the middle.
Good hit.
I think it gets 2 yards.
That's number 9 again. I mean, that's his 4th tackle today. Guy's a short tackler for the Nightcrawlers, and he's taking down some big guys.
Defense might show up for a little goal line action here. It's 3rd down. Mr. Gray's in the back there. Fake handoff, follows his back up the middle, and he scores. It's a touchdown. They ran it the entire length of the field from the opening kickoff. Nice work there, fellas.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive. I mean, that's A-team football. That's what they do. Nothing fancy, just pounding the ball up the middle like that, and they get easy 6.
Okay, now Boss, tell me what's going to happen here. 1 or 2 point play.
Let's see. I got to see where they spot it. It looks like they're going to go for 2 from the. Oh, hold on a second. Looks like they're going from 2 from the 10-yard line here. Try to make it a.
Not an easy conversion.
You know, I think the opposite. I think you give yourself more real estate down here. You have more options in the passing game.
First pass of this half. Rolling to his right. Corner. Caught. Nice catch. That's what these folks do. Threw that right in the corner. Perfect bullet. And the man's got to go to real work tomorrow.
And that's going to make it 8-zip here. It's a great opening drive here for the A-team. But look, Nightcrawlers definitely had some nice defensive tackles on that. You know, we're going to see what they have on offense. You know, that drive ate up a good, 6 minutes here in the first quarter. So let's see how the Nightcrawlers can answer back, because they got their return guy ready. I don't know how he's wearing that mask. It's 90 degrees out here.
Yeah, but even though it's 90, I'm just starting to see some more fans trickle in. I'm just seeing 2 families come in that want to see the A7FL live.
And why not? It's a beautiful night out here for football, so.
So now we go to the famous throw-off. Who do you got for the receiver on that team?
Let's see his number from here. I gotta take a look.
Here it comes. Short. Nice bounce with that.
So that's going to be a penalty because it didn't go the full 40 yards. And now he's going to start with the ball in hand on the 25-yard line. Huge advantage for the running team. The returner's got to go all the way back to the original line of scrimmage while this guy just gets to stay put. They can't sub. So, oh, actually, looks like they're making him throw it again. Let me make sure that message gets down there. That's automatic ball in hand on any infraction on the throw-off. If that's an infraction on the throw-off, automatic ball in hand.
So that's Anthony Brown, number 1, about to receive this throw-off.
It should be ball in hand. Looks like they're making him throw it again. Ref's got to blow the whistle here and let them know. If that's an infraction on the throw-off, that's ball in hand. Looks like they're just going to throw it off. The ref just caught it. So, you know, Florida's an expansion division. This is their second year out here. Different type of football. So, you know, we just had to make a correction on the field, let the referee know that, you know, any infraction on the throw-off, returner automatically gets ball in hand on the 25-yard line. Like I said, it's a big advantage here for the return team. They don't have to wait for the throw. And let's make sure they get it. We just want to make sure they get it right here.
So these, just like myself, these refs could be new. And just like the A7FL today, I happened to be having lunch at a sports bar and noticed that one of the quarterbacks had a different jersey color on, and it looked like to me when they went to tackle him that there's no tackling in that league. Quarterbacks? I have no idea. Just sprouting out what I saw on TV in a bar. Here we go. Anthony Brown's got the runoff. Sidelines. Oh, they got him locked up.
Good return, good field position, good start here for the Nightcrawlers. Apparently they got a quarterback here that's somewhat famous in the flag world. I've been hearing about him for the last 2 weeks. Happy to finally get a chance to see if he can start to get some offense coordinated here for the Nightcrawlers. I mean, they have struggled this year offensively. Let's see what they got. Looks like they're coming out here with no huddle.
And that is Anthony Brown with the ball, correct?
Number 1?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like to try to give these guys shout-outs, but like I said, this ain't my real gig.
Shotgun set here. ground.
Okay, I might have been incorrect in that call, but here we go. Flip pass, reverses this field. I don't think he's making it this time, folks, but I could be wrong. There you go, down the sidelines, puts on the Jets. He's got a pass. Side. He's out at the 20. Nice run.
Now, I'll tell you what, one does have some elite speed, man. That was, definitely A-team had him lined up. They had some good angles of pursuit on that. And one just slipped down the sideline like they were standing still. There might be a flag here. I think they're going to call an illegal crackback. You're not allowed to peel back, face your own end zone, and try to rip someone's head off like that. Just not allowed to do it. You know, this guy's not wearing pads out here. There's special rules here in place to protect the players. You can't peel back, face your own end zone, and take a shot at somebody that has no chance of making the play. They're going to mark this one off 15, looks like. That hurts, you know. That's a great opening play there for the Nightcrawlers, but all for nothing on an illegal block, and it might not have even been necessary, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd never make the corner, to be honest with you. And I'm right in front of the action.
Yeah, no, he's definitely got some elite speed. So it's cool to come out here for the first time. I think we're not in Tampa. We're about 45 minutes outside of Tampa?
Yeah, we're in a beautiful part of Florida.
St. Petersburg?
Probably about 10 miles from St. Pete Beach. Another beautiful beach out there called Fort DeSoto. If you're ever in this area, it's the place to go. It's really nice part of Florida. Coming down to this field, you pass Tropicana Field with a raised flag.
Shotgun set here. Two wide receivers wide out. Nightcrawlers moving from left to right on your screen. It's 1st and 25 after the penalty. Gonna send 7 in motion.
Nice handoff. He's going nowhere. The A defense is too strong.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 2nd and long here for the Nightcrawlers. And look, you know, they can't do nothing crazy here and have a turnover. You know, stick with your script. No reason to take any unnecessary chances. You're only down 1 score. Don't get impatient. I mean, like I said, number 1's got some elite speed. I'd like to see him get involved a little bit more early as I see him coming back on the field. And that's going to bring up about 2nd and 25 here from about the 25-yard line for Nightcrawlers.
And this is how the players like to call it, big boy football. These guys are not practicing every week like any other league. They put their heart and soul into the league, and their skill sets are pretty amazing for the amount of work that they really can apply to this league.
And you know, with this style of game, 7-on-7, it's not so difficult to coordinate an offense. You know, you just have some simple protections, route running, and audibles, and you know, you could put on a good show out there without having a crazy commitment to practice as a quarterback.
Sack. Oh, that's a fumble. That's a fumble.
That is a backwards lateral.
I think it's a recovery. The A-team. Exactly.
Yeah.
What the Tampa team could not afford to do. Just give the ball up right there on the, it looks like
the 20-yard line about. I mean, I was just saying, you know, there's no reason to make some critical mistake right here. You know, you're down 1 score. There's no reason to let this thing start to get out of hand. You know, go at what's working. If it resulted in just having to punt the ball away, so what? You know, now you give A-team great field position here. You know they're going to ground and pound. That's their MO. They're going to pound it right up the middle here.
Yep, they're coming at you.
They're coming out with a little bit of a different set this time. 2 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. Devon Gray lined up a quarterback.
First half, we've yet to see them throw a pass. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They threw the extra point. Here we go, round left end. That's some speed there. I think he's in.
And that's number 21. I believe that's
Looking
West.
for the ref to make the call.
I think he was out early.
He's got to be out close to the goal line, 1 foot line. Just so you know, folks, this is a great field, but it's not like you have the optics of an NFL, booth where you can just see everything. So once they get to that corner, it gets a little. I don't know if I can get my neck around it.
And, you know, I'm sure that the tarps that they have up here are necessary with the heat here in Florida, you know, to keep the fans out of the elements a little bit. But, you know, we got it. We can see.
You're right up the middle, man. You're not stopping that, man.
And that's 21 again. I believe that's win on 18, number 21.
That's a big boy touchdown. I'm going to see if I can give this gentleman a shout out. What number is Mr. Wynn?
21.
Can't. You have to realize, once you find out who I really am doing this, you're going to say, how the hell do you do that? Whereas A.J. Smith would say, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
L.J. Smith.
L.J. Smith, yeah. One of my favorite announcers in the A7FL. I get a kick out of all the guys. Corey Hammond plays the first game and then he shows up at the booth. You know what I mean? And you got players that show up at the half to do an interview.
D. West. So I'm looking in the YouTube chat. These guys are helping me out a little bit, the roster. Appreciate it. Everybody that's watching tonight, this matchup here and not watching the USFL, we definitely appreciate you. Just bringing you this game here live, St. Petersburg, Florida.
You hear them Maseratis go by?
Is that what that is? I thought that was like a
Here we go.
speedboat.
Pass in the corner. Nice throw, overthrow. Yeah, we're right about to 275 here, and it's motorcycle season here in Florida, man. They're flying up and down that highway.
So they still didn't score, actually. I thought they did punch it in, but it is still 8-0. Nightcrawlers are holding tough here on the goal line, 2nd and goal.
Okay, let's see.
Same setup here for 18. Big back, 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen. They know exactly what they want to do. They send the man in motion to the right.
Hand off up the middle. He's in. That's a touchdown. To not score that touchdown would have to be the A11 against the A7. They need 4 more guys on the line there.
And that's D. West out there, man. He's a handful to deal with. I mean, I don't want to get in front of that guy.
So now we're about to see what they go for as far as the extra point deal here.
I don't think
What's
you're going
it
to
look
see
like to you?
They're not going to change it up. You know, I know Terrell Mitchell for a pretty good amount of time, and you know, he's a disciplined guy. He runs his team the way that he's ran it always. You know, he realized it's still a build out here. You know, he's got a lot of brand new players. I mean, these aren't the stacked rosters that he was used to playing back in Pennsylvania with the Immortals or the A-team. You know, 2-time champion with both of those teams. So, you know, he's got this team doing exactly what they're capable of. So, you know, nothing outside of it.
I'm sorry, I'm live, but I have one of the players calling up to me right now.
What's up, Marcus? What's happening, man?
Look at that play, man. They're not too easy to make in this league, the extra points. It looks easier than it is. It's most of the scores you won't see them. But as of now, you got the 18 capitalizing on that turnover. Just can't do that deep in your own field. So here we go. So now we have the score 16-0. Well, in this league, one of these throw-offs, he's turning around in seconds.
It's real methodical, the approach A-team has. It's nothing fancy. It's just the you know, same football over and over again. And they're going to just keep doing it till you stop it. Right now, the Nightcrawlers just don't know how to answer. And that's Marcus Bishop that was just running by our booth. He's actually a guy that used to play in New Jersey. There's a bunch of guys out here, believe it or not, that are from Jersey that have migrated out here from Pennsylvania also. You know, they came out here for the nicer weather, and it's pretty cool that they still get to play football.
You know, it's funny you mention that because I'm originally from New Jersey.
Right.
But you know what? I left it for Florida, man. It's a pretty good move.
Well, it looks like the Nightcrawlers could use some help out there if you brought your cleats.
I think I can still, make a move here or there. And that's a joke, by the way. Here we go. Throw off. 3-on-1.
Another guy with some elite speed.
Nice juke right there. Better juke. He's still running, got a shot. They lock him up right there. We're looking at the 40. That's a great effort.
Number 7, Baker, giving the fans something to cheer about here for the Nightcrawlers. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Let's see if that gives them a little bit of spark. They got some guys out here that can move. They just, an early penalty on a big play kind of screwed them up on their first offensive drive, but, they got to get back to business here. They got to get back to, whatever the foundation of their offense is. They're down 2 touchdowns, but you can't treat it like desperation mode right now. You got to come away with points right here and not a turnover.
Yeah, I expect them to score. I really do. It's almost like baseball when you see the pitcher for the 3rd time.
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
Well, usually a batter, after he sees the pitcher three
gotcha.
at
Third
bats,
at bat.
he can, kind of feel out where
Right.
his speeds and stuff.
Gotcha.
I have played a few sports, just not this one. I can never play in the A7FL. They'd have to. You need an ambulance on the sidelines. Here we go. Right end, takes it out. No harm, no foul. I got my 6 yards. I'm gonna take it. Take my money. Go to the next down.
And that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6. Some positive yards here for the Nightcrawlers on the first play from scrimmage. Out in the hurry up. You got 2 receivers on the bottom of your screen. One split out, one tight. Shotgun set here, single set back. Nightcrawlers are moving from left to right on your screen.
Nice over the middle, nice catch.
Ooh.
That's a hit. That's an A7FL hit. Shoulder hit into his chest and just flip him over like a pancake.
I think if I'm the receiver on that play, I'm going back to the huddle, sharing some of that contact with my quarterback after leaving me out to dry like that. But, still a completion for a couple positive yards, and this is a manageable 3rd and about 4 here.
Fake draw, but it's a screen.
Oh.
Incomplete. That's incomplete.
Yeah, the ref blew that dead a little late, but that's going to bring up a 4th down. I think the Nightcrawlers probably would opt to go for this. I mean, you could try to throw it off and pin 18 back, but let's see.
Fans that might not know this, you can do a throw off and hit the corner and put him in a coffin corner.
Right. So yeah, the same rules apply as a punt. Right here. If the Nightcrawlers wanted to throw it off right here and try to pin 18 deep, they absolutely can. But they're going to opt to go for it. They feel this is a 4th and manageable 4. They got their speed guy lined up a quarterback here. We know he's got some elite speed. And we're going to get a penalty here. Let's see what the ref has. Let's see what the call is here. Looks like it's against the Nightcrawlers.
Once again, a shout out to some of the previous A7FL announcers. Because let me tell you something. The sun's hitting me. It's hot. I ain't looking for water. I'm telling you right now, it ain't water I'm looking for. But I'm getting thirsty. Here we go. You need 8 yards. 8 yards to go for a 1st down.
Not sure what the discussion is here.
One of the players coming to the wrong side of the field.
Well, I think he might have an injury actually, and our EMT is actually on this sideline, so that's probably what that's about.
Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to go now. Man in motion to your left. Up to the line of scrimmage in the slot. One back in the backfield.
He's got to
Quarterback's on his wheels, looking for an opening.
He's going to convert this.
I think he might have it. He's got the first. Might have more.
You know, you look on the sideline over here. That's Nick Alamo. He's, you know, taping up the opposing team. You know, Nick's also an EMT. He's a firefighter, and he's a player. And he also runs the division down here in Tampa. So, you know, he wears a lot of hats. He's coming out here all the way from Brooksville. You know, I don't tell him all the time how much I appreciate everything he does because I like to keep him on his toes. But, you know, all this down here wouldn't be happening without that man right there.
Runs
and
routes.
And he's a good player, yeah. You know what?
Runs routes like Edelman.
Yeah, I tell you, if they get in, you know, if they can start to figure out, you know, their quarterback situation with a guy that can start throwing some routes. I mean, Nick is definitely, you know, a heck of a receiver, and we saw that in the combines.
Put the ball near that man, he's going to catch it.
So that's the end of the first quarter here, with Tampa Nightcrawlers trailing 16-0. But, you know, we're starting to see a couple positive plays here on offense for them. Number one, I don't know if we got his name correct yet on the roster sheet for the Nightcrawlers. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's the number 9. Number 1, BME Quiz, I believe. Not sure. Guy's got a lot of speed. I think they got to figure out a way to get him more involved and not just having the quarterback back there scrambling around.
We're doing the best we can with a skeleton crew, and I think we're doing okay. Here we go. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. You know, that's a tough run. An equally tough tackle.
The Nightcrawlers definitely got some
hurry
speed.
up now.
Yeah, I mean, now, you know, you got Marcus Bishop out here now that's switching the quarterback. You know, he's an ex-New Jersey guy. He definitely has some experience with the 7-on-7, and this is his type of offense. It's back to pass, play action. He's got a guy wide open.
And that's the A7FL.
And just like that, Bishop comes in here, changes up some things on offense, runs a beautiful play action pass, and drops a dime to number 7, and Nightcrawlers are right back in this football game.
Perfect rainbow. It's amazing how they even do it. And they just show up today and throw a perfect pass.
Marcus Bishop was literally like just walking past our press box here, yelling up into the booth as he's like strapping his cleats on. Gets out there and just drops a beautiful pass to Baker for 6. Nightcrawlers are right back in this game.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. He made sure he came up and told us who he was. I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Well, it's not unusual to have an actual player show up in the booth. You never know who comes up here.
That's right.
I mean, I'm here. That's insane. Wait till you find out. Here we go, though. This is for the conversion.
Looks like they're going for 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. It's pass. Got his wheels moving. They got him. They got him. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a tough hit to take. That's a tough hit to take.
Even the seagull flying over took a look at that and said, wow, he got hit.
I know Hogan's going to feel that tomorrow.
We got seagulls in Florida. Well, I guess you got them in New York and New Jersey, too. But they're actually white here, you know? Yeah, there's not a lot of soot on them.
16-6 now. Nightcrawlers back in this game. A lot of time left here still in the second quarter.
A lot of time.
This is the only game we have here this weekend with Easter. You know, we traveled out here to St. Petersburg, Florida to bring this game to you live. Hope everybody's enjoying it. We'll be back next week. We got Cincinnati coming out here to Orlando, the Covington Heist, coming to play your Orlando Ghosts. And then we'll be on Stadium TV, which you can download the app on your iPhone or Android, the Stadium app. You can watch it on Roku. We'll have 3 games for you next week. You got Patterson U, defending champs, lining up against Baltimore Rare Breed. We got the Baltimore Gators facing Trenton BIC. And then we got the Washington, D.C. Buzz taking on East Orange Renegades. And we'll be at Abyssinia Field in Delaware. It'll be the first time we're at that facility. It's a brand new state-of-the-art facility with a beautiful turf field, video board. It's going to be a great look here for the A7FL.
We go for the throw-off. Nice catch in the corner. They got him boxed. He's going to try to make it to the outside. Nice tackle. Those are form tackles.
Number 9 on the Nightcrawlers with his 7th tackle today. mean, that kid just doesn't let up. I mean, he's squared up with everybody at this point. From West, he just keeps sticking his face in there.
So on another note, while we have a moment, how about when you were a kid? Did you ever dream of owning a football league team and have your name on it? You can actually do that here in the A7FL. You can own your own franchise.
If I didn't know any better, I would think some of the guys at the upper management and office were texting you right now to drop these plugs. But that is right. If you go to a7fl.com/owners, you can find out how you could bring this A7FL football to your city. Currently we're in New Jersey, Baltimore, Tampa, Orlando, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Cincinnati. We're about to make an announcement of a new division that's just about to pop up. And we have inquiries coming in from Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, Arizona, North Carolina, Atlanta. The interest is high. People want to bring this game to their city. People feel like they have ballers in their city, diamonds in the rough that maybe somebody doesn't know about. And Devon Gray, speaking of diamonds in the rough.
He went up to grab that one.
Yeah, and that's a big-time completion over the middle. And it makes you think, you see these guys pounding the ball methodically over and over again. And Devon Gray could do that anytime he wants. But they're sticking with the program A-team. They're going to run until you stop it. And, Devon could do that with his arm. He could hurt you with his legs just as bad. And that's a beautiful throw over the middle for A-team to answer back right here.
Yeah, that takes a lot of skill. Find a guy in the middle, under pressure, put it right on the money.
Now they're coming out with their punishing set. That's 600 pounds of running backs back there.
Old school I formation.
And you see number 9 lined up on the top of your screen at defensive end. I mean, he's ready to mix it up with both of these guys.
Looks that way, too. Up the middle.
He got blocked.
This man's going to be tough to stop at this point. He's on his roll. He's out. He's out. Oh, he's at about the 4. I got him at the 4-yard line.
And that's D. West again. I mean, he's well over 100 yards now and 2 touchdowns. He's definitely difficult to stop.
Yeah, he was rumbling down the field. I'm not getting in front of him. I mean, you're going to pay the price you get in front of that. It's warm out here, folks. These guys are, trust me, you're feeling that heat. Luckily, it's a grass field. If it was artificial turf, it'd be like, 110 on that field.
Yeah, the weather's not too bad.
Here we go, back in the I formation. Maybe hard to stop that run right there. And here it is, right up the middle. You can stop me, you can try. And they come up to meet the challenge. I think they got a yard on that one.
Well, they didn't score, actually.
That's what I'm saying. They're still at the 3-yard line.
And the sun is just coming straight at the press box right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm baking.
That's why they're having a little bit of issue here with the focus on the camera.
It's a big play. This time again. Running clock, by the way. Once again, they got the I formation. Kind of old school. Maybe somewhere's in my neck of the woods. Man in motion. Nice pitch. But stopped again.
Nightcrawler's defense is holding up.
Really? This is a 3rd down here. They've made well, I can say something that's going to come to my head, but I'll leave that for Matt Ryan to say. I might get in too much trouble if I say what's really in my head. But this is going to be another pivotal play right here. I know if Corey Hammond was here, nobody's running the ball. He's just throwing the ball. But this, I think, we're going to see what this timeout, refs calling timeout. See him stop that score. Cheering on their fellow teammates there. Went a little too far down the line. Man in motion to the left. There's the pitch left. Oh, man, what a shoestring tackle.
That is a great tackle.
Maybe they finally found that gentleman's Achilles heel. Got to go low. Brings up 4th down.
8:56 left here in the second quarter. Nightcrawlers are trailing 16-6. And it's 4th and goal. I mean, this is a huge stop right here. If they could pull this off.
See what kind of formation they came up at.
I don't think it's going to be anything different. I think they're going to come out, still with their power back set. But this is really where Devon Gray is tough to stop. You're worried so much about these big backs. And, Devon's here,
Man in motion to the right. Fake pitch right. Oh, they almost had him right there. There's a throw. Nice catch. He went down for that one.
That's tough to stop. I mean, the Nightcrawlers were all over it. They had the pressure. They had him, they had 2 shots to sack him in the backfield. Once he breaks out of that, I mean, it's only so long that you can cover downfield for. 18 capitalizes. Now they're up 22-6 here with 8:14 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, he went, for those folks that are around my time, he went down for that like Bobby Richardson of the Yankees. Here we go for the extra conversion. New back out there. Fake pitch right. Oh, fumble. That's a fumble, but you can't score in that play. It's a dead ball.
Right. Yeah. Any turnover on a conversion can't be advanced automatically a dead ball. Still a positive for the Nightcrawlers. I mean, look, they got some game breakers on offense. Some guys that could definitely hurt you in space when they got the football. Their defense definitely has hearts. Definitely making some great open field tackles. They just got to put together a drive here and get back on the board. I mean, it's only 22-6.
In this league, I expect nothing less, by the way.
I mean, the body language looks good on the sideline. Some teams will go down 22-6 to an ex-championship team like A-Team, and, you might see some guys throwing their water bottles around and, hanging their heads. But, no, these guys are, they're out here ready to mix it up. They know they're their only game this weekend. This is what the A7FL has out. Everybody else is on break because of Easter. And, they want to show who they are.
Mitch.
I can't hear you.
There's the New Jersey native Mitch yelling up at us again. Might ask that gentleman to come up and speak his mind. But then we got to play the second half. Might take too long. And trust me, this weather's, thank God there's no humidity today, but it's warm. I'm just announcing. I can't even imagine how these dudes are doing it on the field. But they all look to be in great shape. You can't play in this league unless you're in shape. You got to put the time in. You better be working out over the off season. You better come to play. As they call it, big boy football. That's the players, not me.
There was a penalty on that conversion, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Nightcrawlers. So the A-Team now is going to get the throw off here from the 50.
There's the throw. Nice rainbow.
And
They hit in front of the runner. Perfect bounce. He's off. One cut, one miss. Might be off. Might be to the races. I think he's gone. He's gone.
This guy's got elite speed.
He's gone. I don't know, Sports Center. Like, why don't you try looking us up once in a while?
That's all right. They don't have to. I mean, you know, I've been saying it since the first time I saw this kid touch the ball. He has elite speed. I mean, he turned the corner right there, and it was like, you know, nobody even had a shot.
Yeah, that was no rumbling, stumbling stuff. He was like, gone.
You got to figure a way to get him involved in the offense. You know, undoubtedly.
Got to figure a way to get me something cold to drink. We're having a great time announcing this game. And it looks like the players are really having some fun out there also. There's a camaraderie in this league. These guys really have a lot of respect for each other.
It's a fraternity. You know, it's a weird thing to say about a football league, but it is. You know, when you see these guys coming from out of state, it gets surreal, and you know, you meet people that, you know, you have a lot of the same thing in common. You know, everybody just loves this game so much, and they know what it's done for them in their life, and they want to get out and play ball.
Here's a fake. Nice throw to the end zone. Look at that. Oh, it might have came up short on that. I had to run through that ball.
It makes it a 22-12 game. Nightcrawlers are trailing by 10. Still a lot of time here left just in the second quarter. We got a lot of football left here to play. 7:57 left here in the second. Nightcrawlers will be thrown off to 18 here in just a moment. And, you know, if they could start applying some of that defense in the middle of the field and stop getting into these goal line situations, you know, they could start to change the momentum in this game.
You know, as a fan of this league for many years, goes way, I go from day one just about, big fan. I'm just amazed that this league now has a team in Las Vegas. I mean,
Three teams. Yeah, they got the Insomniacs, the Pit Bosses, and the Force.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at that. And then there's a team in Washington, D.C.
The D.C. Buzz.
Who, you know, they come on the field. I think it's their first year, right? Their expansion team.
Yeah.
Come on, play like they've been playing for years.
You know, they got a big game coming up on the 24th. East Orange Renegades, you know, no one's really looking their way right now. They're not putting up a ton of points, but they've only allowed 19 points all season.
Yeah, they're tough. That defense is tough.
Yeah, I mean, DeAndre Haynes, a.k.a. Megatron, the guy is just, you know, a handful.
Here we go. Nice throw off. That's a live ball right there.
Great tackle.
Yeah, like these are expansion teams. I gotta believe they all know what the rules are, but that's a live ball on that throw.
You know, I'll tell you, Nightcrawler's coverage team is really good. I mean, you know, they haven't let up a ton of yards here. They just pinned 18 back, you know, on their own 10-yard line. That's huge.
Well, let's not forget the A-team made their way up to Jersey last year to play in the championship games, right?
They won that, so they won the Florida division, and they came up to play the Final Four against Patterson when they lost. So, you know, they're retooled, you know, mostly the same roster, but, you know, it's a learning curve, you know, to start to get that time in the seat with your teammates, start to gel, and, you know, put something that's out on the field that can come compete with some of these teams that have been doing it for, you know, 6-7 years, like Patterson or BIC.
Oh, yeah, the Jersey team's been around a long time. They're pretty tight. But here we go. One person in the backfield. We're going back to pass this time.
It's got time.
Got a lot of time, but all time ends, and that's the way it ends.
I'll tell you, I'm really enjoying the Nightcrawlers defense. These guys are not playing games.
Yeah, that's a defensive play. Mr. Hammond will tell you, you got about 2.5 seconds to get rid of that ball. He took way too long.
Look, the Nightcrawlers started off with a really hard schedule. You know, they opened up against Orlando Ghosts, who lost in the championship last year. They got a really good team. They beat the A-team. They're undefeated. And then they had to go out to Cincinnati and play the QC Crush, and they lost 28-14. I mean, that's a tough way to start the season. Now, week 3, you're up against the defending champs, but they're in this fight right now.
Here we go. We're going back to pass. This is a long ball. Looks like it's on the money. Who's got it? Who's got that ball? Who wants it more?
A-team looks like they got it.
A-team.
What a catch in traffic.
we were playing basketball, that'd be a jump ball.
23 Quizzo with a great catch in traffic. Looks like this is coming back. As L.J. Smith would say, there's a pineapple on the field. From the looks of it, that's going to be a holding call. And that's, that's deflating. It's definitely, a team struggling right now with their offense. They get a great pass off like that. Guy makes a great catch in traffic. And now the refs pull out one of them pineapples, and that all just goes away. So, like anything else, they got to deal with the adversity here. They're pinned up against their own goal line. 5:25 remaining here in the second quarter, and you can't help to start to feel that, the momentum's really swinging in Nightcrawler's favor. Looks like second and about 15 here after the penalty.
Here we go in the shadow of their own goal line. Defense has to come up here to make a game of it. You gotta make a stand here.
Empty backfield here for Devon Gray. Two tight ends on the top of your screen here. Two wide receivers split left and right.
It's a pass. It's under pressure. Nice little screen to the sidelines.
The Nightcrawlers are there to really stomp that out.
They really did. They hustled over.
Great defense.
And now, finally, the sun still has a way to go, but we're starting to get a little bit of a breeze into the booth here. Which is because it's Florida, there's no glass, it's wide open.
2 weeks ago in Baltimore, it was hailing and snowing. It was. I'll take this any day over the weather back home.
Yeah, folks, sometimes you can take Jersey out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of Jersey. It's just the way it goes. Here we go.
You see 8 teams starting to get out of their comfort zone now. They're getting out of these heavy sets. They're starting to spread out the Nightcrawlers. I don't know if,
Empty backfield, yeah.
This is a good thing, but let's see what the Nightcrawlers, they dealt with the run pretty well. Let's see how they can deal with this spread. This is where Devon Gray can hurt you.
A lot of time. Nice fake. Still has time, but that's tipped. That ball's tipped. Caught.
What a catch.
Ball was tipped and still caught.
Number 6, Lawrence. That's a great catch. And enough for an 8-team first down. We got ourselves a ball game. 22-12, 8-team in the lead here with 3 minutes and change in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, this is third down.
I think they might have it wrong. I think they might have it wrong on the. I think it's 1st and 10, right? It's 1st and 10. They got it wrong on the yard marker. They're fixing it.
Yeah, they just changed it. 1st and 10. They're on the ball.
So 8 teams coming back out with their heavy setup here.
Got a full backfield at this point. Handoff up the middle. We got some running going on here. I don't want to go down. No. Oh. There's a little human pinball stuff going on out there. I see people bouncing off them.
It's like how much of West can the Nightcrawlers withstand, but how much of West can West withstand, Because, he's out there delivering a lot of those shots too, but, they're not free. They're definitely starting to add up on him. He definitely didn't get up so quick, and now he's taking himself out of the game. When you're a big target like that and you're delivering those shots, you're taking them too.
Yeah, I don't know what he does for a living, but if it's Amazon, they ain't getting their packages tomorrow. Did pick up about 4. So it's going to be second and about 6.
2-minute warning. That should be the 2-minute warning. Looks like it's a penalty against A-team here.
A personal foul? Is that what it's called?
Maybe holding. Looks like 10 yards.
So just like the NFL, we have a 2-minute warning. I'd love to hear the talk behind George Carlin talking about warnings in football. But here we go. Looks like two backs in the backfield, along with Mr. Gray at quarterback. Handoff. Ran the left end, turning on those Jets, but he's pushed out after making the first down.
It's just like college football, you know, different divisions have a different style of game. And, you know, you're starting to see what that Florida style looks like. You know, I mean, but this might not be your normal Florida-type offense. I mean, these guys are putting guys that should be offensive linemen in the backfield here. But they're super effective. I mean, they're grinding out the tough yards. They're definitely patient here. You know, what the A-team's got going on is a patient-type offense. I still think, you know, you haven't really seen Devon Gray do a lot of what I know he can do. I mean, we've seen some great passes, a couple runs here and there, but credit to the Nightcrawlers. I mean, their defense, you know, aside from giving up these 22 points, they've been fantastic.
Yeah, this league can put up some defenses. You know, it's not like some of the teams can score though 50 points easily, but there's the defensive games also. It's football.
Right.
Here we go. Two backs in the backfield, Gray in the middle.
Same set here for A-team, not really changing it up that much.
Handoff up the middle again. Not going to get much up there. That's some tough.
And
they're only looking for 2 or 3 to get the first.
Nightcrawlers defense, I mean, again, these guys are really, really impressive.
Yeah, I think they're starting to figure him out.
It's Jay Smoove there on the play. You know, it's a great play in the middle of the field right there. But that is going to give the A-team first down here. 1:29 left in the second quarter. You know, they just burned another timeout. But they are looking definitely to put up some points here before the half. Try to put the Nightcrawlers in even a tougher position. I do believe the Nightcrawlers get the ball here in the second half.
Gray confirming with his tight end there. Okay, puts him in the slot. Handoff on the run. We're going up the sideline. Nice shot from the back. But he manages, I believe, to pick up another first down. Clock's running, though. We're looking at 1:17 and still running.
That's great pursuit there by number 9, Smith. I mean, you know, he's coming all the way from the other side of the field. And, you know, making a great play right there, almost popping that ball out. Another first down here for A-team. Less than a minute left here.
There we go. Right back again at quarterback. Big handoff, but that pitch, a really sweet play. Going down the left sideline. Tough run.
Oh, they blew that whistle early, but that ball definitely came out. They got to stop the clock on that until they reset the chains. But they definitely blew that whistle prematurely, unfortunately, for the Nightcrawlers, because that was definitely a fumble. Nothing you can do about it now.
36 seconds left in this half.
Really like the design on that play.
Yeah, me too.
You know, you had Mitchell out there in front with a great block. You know, all the action's coming to the right. They shuffle it back to the big guy who's normally a lead blocker on the left. And, you know, it's just great design right there.
Yeah, the big man had some speed. I didn't think he was that fast. Get around the end.
Got some fans down here. I think these guys made it the trip from Jersey to check the game out.
Yeah, kids. I see some A7FL jerseys and hats.
Yeah, well, I don't know where she got that hat. She might have taken it out of my bag.
Okay, here we go. 36 seconds to go. Man in motion to your right, fake handoff. He's going to take it himself. Up the left side. He's in for the score. That's a really impressive drive.
That's another design play. Same blocking, different action, no handoff. It was a quarterback keeper the whole way. You got Mitchell out in front blocking. Just nothing fancy. Just great execution. Two guys pulling and leading out in front right there. Enough to get Devon Gray into the end zone right before the half. Make this 28-12 and put things a little further out of reach for the Nightcrawlers. But, I don't think they're going away quietly. I think they're going to come back here definitely in battle in the second half. They got a lot to build on. Some positive things they can take away from the first half. 28 seconds left here.
28 seconds. Naturally, after this conversion attempt, there's going to be a throw-off. They can come right back, just like basketball, hit that three-pointer.
And you know who's going to be back there for the return? The gentleman I mentioned that has some elite speed. He's out there on defense right now with the red cap. I don't want to have to see him with the ball again. Looks like 18 will be going for two here.
Okay, nobody in the backfield. Here we go for the conversion. Back, he's being pursued. He somehow gets it off. It's interception, but that's a dead ball. It's nice to see how fast he can do that 100. I got him clocked at about 10-2. He slowed down at the end.
Looks like we got a flag on the play.
No, I'm serious. He let the Jets off at around the 15. I think he could do it in under 10.
Maybe. What a run and start.
You may know or you may not know that the field is still the 100 yards. However, because it's 7-on-7, it's a narrow. It's still 100 yards, but what's the other dimension of the field?
It's sideline to far hash mark, which is about like 37.5 yards. So we still play the 100-yard full length, but we shrink the width a little bit so it scales the game properly.
Might be a flag on this particular play. I don't know what it is at the moment.
I think it was on the conversion.
Somebody in my ear, believe it or not, we have this kind of technology here. It's hard for me to believe, but they're whispering in my ear that there's can you repeat that again, sir? 33 misconduct. All I have to do is ask. They tell me. Here we go with the throw-off. It might be short, and it's short, as you know the rule, correct?
Yep, and that's going to be ball in hand now for,
Very exciting play. Much like the throw-off, only you get a running start. You guys ever play with your little brother and say, I'll give you a running start, but then you slam them? Come on now.
I mean, this is 50-50 that this goes for 6 right here.
And being a fan, I just want to know, do you have to have a pose when you take off, or you can take off anyway?
Anyway. 3-point stance. I've seen Ashanti Worthy lay on the floor.
You're right, I did see it. Here we go.
It's gone.
He hits the corner. Once you're on that corner,
forget it.
It's a run. Oh, nice.
Wow, that's a touchdown saving tackle.
That was a great run back.
And both those guys are flying.
We got 18 seconds to get a score here. Tighten this game up.
And I say the speed out here in Florida is real, and there it is right there. A-team finally answers by putting somebody on the throw-off team that was sort of an equalizer that could track that guy down, because if he wasn't out there on that play, that was 6.
I got to take a water break. I'm going to let my partner right next to me handle the next. I don't know if he can do it. It's only 18 seconds. I think he'll get away with it. And you'll see me in a little while.
Nightcrawlers in the shotgun here. Marcus Bishop at quarterback. Two backs in the backfield. Moving from right to left on your screen. He's going to play action. He's got some time. He's going to look to run it himself. Chucks it up there. Intercepted. Just 8 seconds left here. I mean, the Nightcrawlers can't get upset about this. I mean, obviously you want to walk away with some points after a great return there. You know, now they just got to come out in the prevent and hope they don't give up any points the other way. 28-12 here, your score. 8 seconds left in the first half. Your Tampa A-team leading over the Nightcrawlers. We got some great action coming up next week with the A7FL. You can check us out live on Stadium for our entire schedule. You can download the app, Stadium TV. And again, if you want to bring the A7FL to your city, go to a7fl.com/owners, fill out the application. You know, we've already expanded in, well across the country: Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Cincinnati, Baltimore, New Jersey, Tampa, Orlando. And, you know, currently we've got heavy interest in Texas. You know, as you would expect, you know, there's a lot of trash talking going on in the semi-pro groups that Texas is this and Texas is that. You know, like I always say, the great thing about the A7FL is you can get it on Sunday. So a7fl.com/owners, get your city on, get your team set up, get in for that 2023 season. You know, it's going to be wild. As we're bringing you here, a special game, the only game this weekend with Easter breakup. We're down here, St. Petersburg, Florida, 40 minutes outside of Tampa. A-team's got the ball moving from left right on your screen. Quarterback's under pressure, as he's been all day. He gets it off. I didn't hear a whistle because I think that's a lineman. Still don't understand what's going on. Oh, and he gets brought down in the middle of the field. In a peculiar way to end the first half here. But we wouldn't have it any other way here at the A7FL. 28-12 your score at the half. We still got a whole other half of football left here, folks. We'll be back here in a couple minutes. We'll try to get you in and out here for halftime.
I'm out here all day, bro. I'm a taxi driver. I'm driving all day long. Honestly, I love this.
Thanks, man. Yeah. It's funny, we never did this together.
No, I like it.
No, he's funny. Yeah, no, he's a big fan of the league.
He's funny. He got me over here cracking up.
Yeah, no, he's a big fan of the league. You know. Yeah, we're always live. No, I shut your microphone off. Huh? Take a look in the live chat while we got this break. Why is the dude in his boxers? This is pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know if the commish told anybody who I am. Did they tell anybody who I am?
No.
Is it a
Might be able to
secret?
swing the camera. No. I might be able to swing the camera around.
You gonna get a picture of me on live TV?
Let's see.
Let's see. Wait, I come out.
I don't want you climbing out and getting hurt. I don't think we have.
Screwing up the rest of
Oh
it.
no, you're good.
You got me?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, folks. How many times can you get invited to actually do the game just because you're a fan? Well, that's the A7FL. We've had running backs, linemen come up at halftime. So I think the commission's going to tell you who I really am.
So this is my dad. So this is pretty cool. We get to do this. Actually, he has commentated some games back in 2013, SWG versus the U. So it's not his first time out here, but he lives out here in St. Petersburg, so it's pretty cool. We got the league going on, and we get to do this together, and we got a good night of football so far.
Yeah, we're working pretty good.
Yeah, we're working hard. We got to get the league to what's the good steakhouse around here?
Oh, there's many steakhouses. Yeah, the best one is Burns in Tampa, where I think every president from JFK has been there. Yeah, it's pretty famous. When you go to eat there, if you don't have a dress jacket on, they're going to give you one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty famous. But those of you who want to know a little bit about the area, downtown St. Pete, in the last 5 years, is becoming a lot like South Beach. A lot of trendy hotels, a lot of big-time spenders. But there's college kids down there, too. It's a great place. I think it cost them $1 billion to build a new pair. It's absolutely gorgeous. The other thing that's a little strange about, not strange, that's a bad word, but I'm an amateur. Tampa's, we got the Bucks here. We have Tom Brady. Rumor has it he wanted his retirement. He was going to come over and throw a few balls, but I don't know if those rumors are true. Anyway, he found a spot back on the Bucks. We expect big things. But Tampa's really not, it's a cute little town, basically. It's not a big city. But we have, we got the Rays, who are always competitive. But this is exciting to have the A7FL come right in my backyard. It's so cool.
Yeah, we just got it started last year. We had the combines out here, and I love that I was able to come down here, work out with these guys for 2 days. I always say I'll never forget the guys, the first, pioneers basically, A7FL Florida. So, this is special to come back here, watch this game, be able to live stream. These guys, they got family and stuff that are watching at home, maybe in other states. It's just an awesome thing to be able to do this tonight.
It's basically a big commitment on a holiday weekend such as this.
Yeah, technically I'm on vacation, but, tonight this is what I want to be doing. So far it's a good game, so it's been worth it for sure. Nightcrawler's out here getting ready to return the opening throw-off, trailing 28-12. And again, number one, I don't know why he's not out here on the return. This kid.
Hold on 1 second. I got Mr. Nick coming up. Say word, Mr. Nick.
Hey guys, let's get it!
See that? Players just come up here.
Nick, who is number one?
On which side?
On your side, on the Nightcrawlers.
Nightcrawlers. Number one is BME Keys.
BME Keys has elite speed. You got to find something to do with that kid on offense.
Here we go. Sun's setting, but we still got a really nice glow on the field.
They turned the lights on here early for us.
Lee's saying he's going to turn it up in the second half. Anybody believe him out there?
Nick, look, they came out here to play ball. They could have went in the tank early. They were down early, but they're fighting.
Yeah, that young man, he's got a lot of fight left in him. Here we go. Nice throw. Wow. That's out of the end zone.
It's still a live ball. Nightcrawlers start with the ball on their 20-yard line.
He's got 70 yards on the fly. He hit the goal line, didn't he?
Came pretty freaking close. That's the other thing I like about the throw-offs. You know, the guys really get to show off their arm strength. You know, without having a pass rush, it's people in their face. You know, it's pretty interesting to see how, you know, how far some of these guys can throw the ball. And sometimes it could just be like a linebacker, not even a quarterback. You know, when all's said and done, you can't put guys out there that can't tackle. So if you're just putting a guy out there that can throw the ball far, but he's not a guy that can make a tackle in a 3-on-1 situation, that's going to hurt you, you know? So special teams are important. And, you know, understanding your personnel and having a guy that can throw the ball at least 40 yards but can also make a tackle is crucial. Let's see what Tampa Nightcrawlers come out here in the start of the third quarter. See if they can get number 1 more involved on offense. I mean, he's really been a bright spot. As he split out of the top of your screen.
Single quarterback. The rush is on him now, but he's going to take off around the right side. He's got room. He's past the line of scrimmage. Saves his body. Gets out.
And we haven't seen him yet, number 8, a quarterback yet. I think this is his first time behind center.
Yeah, it looks like at their own 45. This is an important drive. They absolutely have to score here. Just a quarterback in the backfield. Everybody else is up on the line.
1st and 10.
Some pressure. That's a long throw. It's up for grabs. I got to believe there's a flag. Might have been a good penalty, actually.
Is there a flag in the backfield? Was that holding?
Yeah.
Or was it a late hit on the quarterback?
Might be offsetting. You see another one at the line?
Yeah, so there's one at the line and one in the secondary here. We'll see how the refs sort this one out.
Refs trying to figure out what the penalty is here.
Looks like
holding. Right? Holding on the defense, which is obvious, but I don't know what the...
And I'm guessing pass interference downfield also against the defense.
He grabbed him. From what I can see.
Maybe.
It's against the Nightcrawlers. Maybe offensive?
They are marching the Nightcrawlers back, so I guess so.
Trying to figure out the penalties here. If you watch in the NFL, they just go to a commercial. I'm your commercial for today. Which brings me back that you can actually own one of the franchises in the A7FL. How cool would that be?
And it looks like, okay, so that's what I thought originally, that it was 2 penalties against the A team. Holding, defensive holding, and pass interference, it looks like here. And that's,
it's a big break.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of time is ticked off the clock.
Yeah,
There's still 14 minutes left here in the third quarter, a lot of football. And, in just one play and a couple penalties, all of a sudden Nightcrawlers are in scoring position, getting much closer to making this a one-score ball game.
Once again, it's an empty backfield.
And the sun is just setting right on our press box here, so
yeah,
you got to forgive us a little bit. Our visibility is limited.
Yep.
And he can get back up, and they blow. Not really sure why they blew that dead. The player could absolutely get up and run with the ball. First down, Nightcrawlers. Nobody was on that, man.
I think for lack of a better term, that might have been an Easter break. I'm a dinosaur. I can be corny. umpires trying to figure it out here. Looks like they're on about the 15. Here's a timeout in the field also. 18 took a timeout. What would I do without this producer in my ear? Telling you all kinds of stories from my glory days, probably. Here we go. Single back, single quarterback, no running backs in the backfield.
I think the refs are trying to figure the spot out. There's an inadvertent whistle to blow him dead. He could have got up and ran, so they're just trying to figure out where he was when they blew that one down. I think they got it set. 2 receivers on the top of your screen.
Final instructions to the line. This is a big play. Whistle at the snap. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If they're offsides, is there a redo in this league?
Only so because we don't snap the ball at the line of scrimmage. If a guy flinches on the offensive line or something like that, we could do a reset. The last thing that we want to have is all these stoppages, even though we're having them right now, and explanations of who flinched first. So, if we could just solve it with a quick reset and get back to football, it's like a no harm, no foul type situation. That's what we'll opt to do most of the time.
Back again to pass. There it is to the end zone. Overthrown.
So the quarterback came out of the gate looking good. Running the ball, and now he's just kind of, backpedaling and throwing it up in the back of the end zone. He's got to settle in a little bit here, start to go back to the running game a little bit, and not put all this weight on his shoulders right now. Tell the ref.
You have to understand the heat is pretty intense. I think it hit 87 today. So if they don't flew it up, you start to get a little shaky, you start making mistakes.
The clock's ticking here for the Nightcrawlers. I don't know why they'd be taking their time.
Yeah, running clock. Talking to the refs. And in my opinion,
yeah, so just stop the clock until they get back. All right.
there's usually a running clock, but because there seems to be some confusion on the field with the refs, we're going to stop the clock this moment. We're going to give both teams the opportunity to come victorious here.
The question was that a tight end didn't raise his hand, and that's going to go against the Nightcrawlers here. So, when an offense comes out with 2 down linemen, any eligible receivers that are lining up, as a tight end or somebody that's tight to the formation, they got to declare themselves eligible and raise their hand. If they don't, and they go downfield, it's the equivalent of an illegal man downfield, and that's what just happened here. A-Team was over there explaining to the refs that, an ineligible receiver was downfield, and the line judge caught it. That's what the holdup was here. And we'll wind the clock now, just under 12 minutes to go. Nightcrawlers moving from left to right on your screen, trailing 28-12.
There's a scramble in the backfield, throws to the end zone, he's open.
Oh, almost came down with that.
Tough catch, though. He had him wide open, he just had to get it to him.
That's twice we've seen guys so wide open, they look like they just came out of the woods. There was nobody near that guy.
And on a personal note, as far as the players raising their hand to make them eligible to receive a pass, I always sat in the back of the room. I never raised my hand for anything, man. I don't know about you folks, but I was hiding back there. Raise my hand? No. All right, enough of that. Here we go.
Second and about 14 here, it looks like. for the Nightcrawlers.
Here we go. Back to pass. He's running. He's taking off. He's got some room. He gets to the back. Oh, no, he sneaks in. You're on a 5. It's out on a 5.
He is smooth. He's
Not
definitely
as smooth as silky smooth, though.
No, not as smooth as silky smooth, but he's definitely smooth. And you know, he's just got to start to orchestrate an offense around himself. You know, you can see he's got the tools. He can run. You know, he's patient. He absolutely can throw the ball.
Nice breeze coming in. The sun's just about to set behind the trees. It's like a whole new day.
I wish we had another game.
Here we go. Back to pass. He's got him there. Overthrown. That's tight coverage by the A-team. They're right on him. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Are these players actually playing for American dollars?
Yeah. So you know, there's $50,000 in total prize money. You know, between some of the you know, the divisional matchups and some of the final rounds of the playoffs have payouts, and then you know the actual championship game with a $25,000 payout. So you know, it's the most prize money we've ever had on the table. You know, we hope to increase that every year as the league grows. You know, it's you know, most of these guys are out here because they're playing for the love of the game, but obviously it's you know, it's good to compete for some money, and you know, and that's definitely helped out with the expansion here.
They pass. He's got him all alone. All alone. Nice play. Very well designed.
Nightcrawlers.
Yeah, they get a much needed score there. This game ain't over by any stretch.
That's going to bring them within 10. Excuse me.
Actually, this conversion is a big deal. They're down 10.
Yeah, we got to go for 2 here.
Here we go. Nice pass in the corner, all long.
Oh, what a catch.
What a catch.
You know, that catch, as you know, is so hard for so many reasons. I mean, forget about the fact he just brings it down with one hand, but I mean, that was over the wrong shoulder. He was all, you know, twisted up as far as like that ball coming over the wrong side of his body, and for him to grab it with one hand like that, I mean.
Yeah, once again, you will see Beckham type grabs here. I mean, it's, you go to the videos. I bet you some of you watching can't even imagine a player throwing a ball behind his back for like 25 yards in a touchdown. And you can see the replays and the highlights of this league.
I mean, here's another guy that just like we haven't seen him all game. Like he's going back to wherever he came from, I guess. But you know, where has that guy? We have not seen him on the field all game, and he just comes in the game, makes a ridiculous catch, and then just checks out. I mean, the Nightcrawlers got tons of weapons out here. They just got to string this together and keep the best 7 on the field.
What a play. What a throw. That would hit the roof of the Dallas Stadium. Nice run here. Tough run. Tough. I don't think I'm going down this time.
They got to blow the whistle a little earlier.
I ain't going down. I'm taking the whistle. Oh, he's bringing me that turf. And actually the players, you can see they respect each other. They respect all.
And that'll be A-team's ball now. And you know what? The Nightcrawlers, I think, got the momentum as far as how well they've been playing defensively. So I don't think you're going to see much different sets here from the A-team. I think they want to continue to improve on the stuff that they're used to running. I mean, that's just a typical, you know, Terrell Mitchell type ran team. They're not going to really deviate. It's basically, you know, we're going to come out here, do what we know that we're good at. And, hey, you know, if you stop us, we could probably hang our hat on losing like that. But, you know, we know what we're the best at. We're going to throw these big backs your way. And it, you know, if you could stop it, you probably will beat us. But that's what we're going to do.
One-score game here, too.
And they're back at it again with this huge backfield. 600 pounds of players back there.
All right, running right into their defense. Right into their defense.
Oh, that's illegal.
Nice defense right there.
Now, so the refs missed that one, but you have to wrap in this league. I mean, while it's a great tackle in a padded league, you absolutely cannot do that here in the A7FL. You have to attempt to wrap. You cannot throw a blind shoulder or elbow into into a ball carrier's kneecap. So, there was a lot of traffic down the sideline. I think the referee missed that, and Nightcrawlers got away with that one. And that's going to bring up the second and 10.
For you youngsters out there that want to play defensive end, like I taught my own son how to do it, they come around your corner, your responsibility is to force them inside for the linebackers. That's exactly what they did on that play. Man in motion to the left. Here he goes. Here we go. Whoa. Turf got him. That was a turf toe tackle right there.
D. West, man, he's really just, having having himself a game today. Third and a long
We got a new player
7.
here over center? Who we got over center? A new player?
Looks like it. That looks like the moving company, what they call big linemen up in New Jersey.
I can see why. Nice throw. Nice throw. That's a professional throw, folks, because this is the A7FL is a professional football team. That was a rope on the money, well defensed, got it in there.
And you see, it's like such an unorthodox style back there for Gray. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but he's in his drop and he's like crouching down to almost hide from the defenders. He was like squatted down back there, just waited to the last second and just pops up and throws a dart over the middle.
Like Bill Parcells found out back in the day with Mr. Meggett, you get a little running back behind those big guys. It's hard to find them.
Same backfield here for A-team. The motion West out to the slot. And it's going to be a quarterback draw by design. Nice play by number 3.
Fumble. Yeah.
Great play in the backfield there for number 3.
Got 5:18 and counting to the third quarter.
And we got a one-score game. Nightcrawlers trailing here 28-20. Still got a whole nother quarter to go and 5 minutes left in this one. We got a ball game out here in St. Petersburg.
And I'm finally going to be able to take my sunglasses off because that sun was like burning my retinas. Got an I formation, old school I formation.
Love it.
Handoff up the middle. These guys came to play today, man. Tough takedown.
And there's no way West is giving up that ball. They tried everything. 4 guys had that ball.
I think that's Mr. Mitch who was yelling at us earlier, who pushed him back in his own huddle saying, enough of that. None of that. Does anybody else say that from this? That's the A.L.J. line. We need about 5 yards for a first here. It's a key score, but I'm telling you, if they don't score it, I think the Nightcrawlers coming back to tie it.
Turnover here would be, deadly for A-team.
Off the right side, he's got the rockets on. He's wrestled down from behind, but he gets almost to the 10.
It is really unusual to see a team that's this committed to the running game. I mean, Early on in the development of this league, you know, we saw teams, you know, one even that I played on, where we were heavily committed to the run game. And, you know, we had our blocking schemes and we had our play action, and it really worked well. I definitely appreciate here what A-Team's doing. They're not abandoning this game plan of pounding the rock. I mean, you know, it's 90% of the time it's a run. Even these guys could fall forward for 4 yards a pop. They're so big.
It's a little like Vince Lombardi football. You keep on running that sweep till somebody stops it.
D. West alone back here. Let's see if we get some play action with Gray. We got to give D. West a break.
Looking over the line. Up the middle. Flag on the play. He's going to score. There's a flag. I think this one's coming back. I could be wrong.
He's doing the gritty.
Oh, it's touchdown. Yeah, the 18 didn't want to get this team back in again, but we still got a lot of time. Now they're gonna go for, I believe, a 2-point conversion.
Looks like it.
Reminds me of my old address, actually. I used to live on 22 Twain.
What's that? That was the name of their street? I never knew about that
address.
address.
It's a choo-choo train. It's a Mel Brooks joke. Come on, folks. Get with the program.
Devon Gray's not in on this conversion. Number 6 is going to take the snap here.
Now, he's pretty far back. There's a certain amount of...
He only allowed 5 yards.
Oh, nice play.
And that could be huge, getting that stop on the conversion.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you're scoring now 34-20. Tampa A-Team over the Nightcrawlers with 2:12 remaining here in the third quarter.
Sun went down. Big temperature change. Probably at least 7-degree difference. Might get a little more spunk of the players.
Feels great. Wind's kicking up a little bit.
So how's the chat room doing today? Any action on the chat room?
I'm going to take a look. Let's see.
Check that. I'm a dinosaur. I chat. I chat at the, cute girls at the bar. But I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No, people are enjoying a good game. You know,
enjoying it today? They're
getting
a good product.
Absolutely.
Here we go for the throw off. Nice throw, man. That's a deep throw.
Yeah.
It's got a nice catch.
And again, this kid has elite speed.
Right.
What a tackle in the open field. I mean, way to track him down.
Yeah.
That's a huge play there by Lawrence. I mean, a lot of big plays today, a lot of big catches, and, that might have been the biggest play of the day right there, because the Nightcrawlers have been able to get off on those throw-offs often, and that's how they've picked up a lot of their yardage. Big play there by Lawrence.
Okay, if you're a champion, who the Nightcrawlers are facing, you got to step up. This is the time, now or never. One man in the backfield. Looks like it's a pass. He's throwing it long. He's got a man open. He's got him.
Oh. And he paid the price twice.
I got to steal a line. What's the line? The line is get down and give me 20, right?
Yeah. Fundamentals.
Disrespecting the game without giving me those push-ups.
Good pass.
Yeah, it's right on the money. That's perfect. Okay, we're setting up to try it again.
Second and 10, pump fake. Another ball on the money.
Turnaround.
He didn't miss this
Beautiful turnaround. Put the Jets on. It's a touchdown.
Nightcrawlers. Got to stop the clock. 1:17 remaining here in the third quarter.
You know, believe it or not, a lot of receivers, even on the professional level in the NFL, don't know that simple move to just turn on the ball while you're running. You got to make the change in direction. I've seen a lot of guys in the NFL can't do it. I also never seen my son Ryan not do it because I told him how to turn. Catch that ball over your shoulder the other way.
It's a good drill for guys to practice. You don't want to turn into the ball. It's going to slow you down. You want to turn towards the end zone to make a play on the ball. And that kid's done it twice. He did it on the one-handed grab.
That's just, it's almost unteachable. You know what I mean? You kind of know that.
Great plays.
Here we go for this conversion. Hand off. Fake hand off. He's going to take it himself up the middle. Got it.
And like you said, he's not silky smooth, but he is smooth.
Game tightens up. Once again, we got a whole minute 17 in this quarter and a whole other quarter to go. Hope you folks are enjoying the show. This is the A7FL live from Florida. Lights are coming on. Temperature's going down a bit. This place is otherwise known as paradise.
What's back that way? The water's back that way?
Yeah, we're looking. We just watched the sunset. We can't see the water from here. We're only about 20 miles from the Gulf, and a lot of people go down to the beaches at this time with their wine, girlfriend, or whoever. Watch the sunset. Thing to do here. Here we go with the throw up. That's over his head. That ball's live. Picks it up. He's from out of his end zone. Yeah, they got him locked up.
Whistle.
Locked up.
Really good special teams play here for the most part. You know, I mean, we have seen a couple guys break it, but some really good coverage on some pretty fast returners.
I'd like to give another shout out to the refs. It's hot out there. Those guys got pants on and stuff. They're running with the players. And they also make a commitment to the game because a lot of them are really interested in this league. Do a great job. Sorry, folks. This is my son, you know what I mean? We're having a good time, though. It's pretty cool to be working with the young lad here. All right, here we go. Mr. Gray in the backfield. He's got a back on either side of him. Hand off around the right side. The Lombardi sweep gets a first down.
I mean, what is West going to feel like tomorrow?
Amazon ain't getting the packages, man. Mr. West, I'm just kidding.
He's got to be like 19, maybe he's 19 years old. I don't know.
Really?
I know. I'm just guessing because, I mean.
Okay, so next game we're going to have him up in the booth.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to send you to the games in Orlando next week.
You're going to have to pay me.
Yeah, they'll pay you.
Yeah.
They need some help.
You don't even know my terms. First of all, I need,
Workman's comp.
22-year-old redhead consultant. My coffee, you know what I mean? Besides that, we can work on some other stuff. Here we go, folks. Up the middle, winning the hole. I'm not going down. I'm not getting. Well, maybe you are, but that was a great run. They opened up a big hole.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. So I actually know who the new lineman is that checked in. That's Gabriel Cortez. I can't even believe he's out here. That's an old teammate of mine on the Cardinals. He played on my team in 2013. Yeah.
It's the end of the third quarter.
He's got like 6 kids. I think he told me he moved to Florida. Forgot.
Yeah, a lot of fans don't realize, or maybe they do, that these gentlemen, they're going home tonight to their families, a little banged up.
Epsom
And-
salt baths, Tiger Balm.
Yeah, but they're a pretty big inspiration for the children. I mean,
I'll tell you, it was surreal last week. When we first played on, Stadium. Also, they broadcast on linear real TV. So we had guys that were posting pictures on Facebook of their kids that were jumping up and down in front of the TV screen,
sure.
watching their dad play on live TV. The one little girl, Big Mo's daughter, was yelling, "Zoom in, zoom in!" She's yelling at the TV. It was just that was special, man. That was that was awesome.
Yeah, I can hear some of the fans down there yelling below us.
Here comes the A-team again. Power set, not changing anything up. Frey at quarterback.
Mr. West in motion to the slot on the left. Back to pass under a lot of pressure, sneaks out of it. That's I can hear the hitting from up here. I don't know if you hear that from where I'm at, but I can hear those bodies plumbing into each other.
Again, the Nightcrawler's doing such a good
They're
job
hitting,
containing Gray. He's a killer with the ball in his hand in space. But I got to believe, they got 4 guys, around the ball making that play. Somebody's got to be open downfield. Somebody's got to be open downfield. Nightcrawlers are playing super aggressive up front. And we got a late flag that's going to come in here. Looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike.
Well, this league has been compared to, from one of the owners, I believe. I'm pretty sure. To similarities with the UFC. Sometimes they get into a little altercation, but everybody respects each other. It's just part of the game.
Yeah. You'll see at the end of the game, guys shaking hands. I mean, some people think that's so interesting because you don't see that in professional sports. The NFL, it's like they just run off the field, but you'll see these guys line up at the 50, like you would at a high school game or something, and dap it up and
there's
say good game.
couple of fellows from following this league, I really admire. So how cool is it that you can go down, shake hands with one of your favorite players?
Yeah. I remember when you got to meet Courage at the
Courage
championship.
Mosley went right up to him, man.
Yeah,
Shake that man's hand.
yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he had a great game last week in their
Sure did.
win against
With a lot of pressure there.
And right there is a sign of sportsmanship because he could have lit Gray
Sure.
up.
Yeah,
he had him dead to rights, and it would have been a perfectly legal shot. He let him know he was there, but he definitely let up. Second down now. One score ball game, 13:42 remaining and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Coming to you live from St. Petersburg, Florida for the first time ever. Last time we were out in Florida was for the divisional championship out in Orlando. 31st Street Sports Complex. Nice enough to have us out here on a grass field. I definitely prefer a grass field over the turf, but there's not too many of these floating around these days. Gray in the shotgun.
It's taking up the middle into the heart of the defense and going nowhere.
29 now, starting to make some plays on defense as well. I don't know what happened. He was pointing to his ears.
Maybe a contact loss?
I don't know. And that's going to be a 3rd and 11 now for A-team.
12:41 on the clock. Fourth quarter. 1st and 10.
I think he just got a bunch of dust in his face. You know, I was just talking about the grass, and looks like he just got a bunch of dust in his eyes. Need to get him back out on the field. He's definitely helping on both sides.
Here we go as a little bit of a silence comes over the field. These players, I can tell, they know it's coming down to crunch time.
Yeah, I mean, this is setting up to be a great finish. Haven't seen a lot of turnovers. I think there's only been one, and I think actually, I mean, 2 on the conversions, which we know really don't count because there's nothing you can do with that, but it counts as a stop. But in regular gameplay, I think we've only had 1 fumble, 1 turnover. So
see if they go back to the running game here. Sure do. Right up the left side, got the Jets rolling. Yeah, he fought for that 1st down or more.
I'll tell you, you know, the refs are a little slower with the whistle out here in Florida. They definitely let these guys string out the plays a little longer than you'll see back up, you know, New Jersey and Baltimore.
Well, Florida's at a different time. This is like Jimmy Buffett time.
Right.
This ain't like, you know, this ain't Alicia Keys singing New York, New York. Man, we're in paradise over here.
And Gray's got his team marching down the field. Big drive right here. And they need to put this ball in the end zone. I mean, even still, it's, you know, would make it a 2-score ball game.
Like you said, not too many turnovers. I might be looking for one here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to cough it up. I think they're just going to keep pounding west. And again, in the I formation. Nightcrawler's got 5 in the box.
Put Mr. Weiss wide right. Now it's an empty backfield. 2 wide receivers.
I think this is going to be a draw, quarterback draw.
Back to pass. Looking to run, though.
The Nightcrawlers are on it,
That's one
though.
fly. Intercepted!
Wow.
A true amateur I am, but did I not call that? Did I not say
Yes,
I'm looking
you
for a
did.
turnover?
Big play there by the Nightcrawlers. I mean, that's exactly what they needed.
Nice catch, too.
They're starting to get on track offensively, you know, with the quarterback that came in here for the second half. So let's see if they can put a drive together and tie up this ball game.
Yeah, we've never been here. We're starting to see a crimson cloud sunset. It's just lighting up the sky in pink. Pink and blue, actually. Beautiful sunset.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the weather out here.
Here we go. Let's see if they get their act together and get a score.
Are you tapping the microphone again? Are you tapping the microphone again? My dad's got like a nervous twitch. He's like, keeps tapping the microphone.
What a throw! What a throw! Are you kidding me? No, come on, seriously? About 60 in the air.
You know, they didn't score yet. You know, don't celebrate too early.
That was a hell of a throw.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, this quarterback, man, he's got the tools, without a doubt. He's got the arm strength. He's got the speed. You know, I keep saying he's not silky smooth, but he's smooth. Really? For what school, do you know? We'll have to find out who this kid is. Supposedly he was one of the top QBs in the nation. We just don't know where or for who. But
nice little loft pass.
That's a tough one. That's a tough ball to throw.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Coming as a Giants season ticket holder since They were in the old Giant Stadium, and I sat on wooden slats with spray painted numbers as a seat to watch Sam Huff in the game. That pass right there, I seen Eli Manning not make for the first 3 years in the NFL.
It's tough.
He couldn't throw that little hitch. So it's easier than it looks. Nice run. Look at that. Look at that.
You know,
Look at that.
He's starting to figure out, it looks to me like, now hearing that, we'll find out where, but, that he was a top recruit in the nation, obviously in some 11-on-11 format, high school probably. The 7-on-7 game is different. The pass rush comes at you a lot faster, so it takes a little time to adjust, but when you can figure out how to break the pocket like he's doing and threaten with your legs but keep your eyes pinned downfield, and the ref just throws a flag in the huddle, somebody had to say something stupid. These refs came up in the booth before the game. They told me they're not going to tolerate, foul language and smack talk and things like that. They don't want to deal with it. Come out here and play football. Keep your mouth shut and play football.
Game, sure.
They understand trash talk's part of the game, and to an extent. But you can see now this could be a costly penalty here.
And remarkably, we've played to a tie.
Yeah. We're all knotted up here at 34. I mean, the Nightcrawlers really, since being down 22-6, have kind of grabbed the momentum in this game and really never let go of it. Tie game Saturday night under the lights here in St. Petersburg for your only A7FL game of the weekend.
Matter of fact,
Why
you get
not?
a moment. Could you flash that sunset, that sky?
Yeah, I got it before. I mean, it's
Check that out, folks.
It's this is a great scene.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Nightcrawlers could do with it here.
Going for the 2-point conversion, correct?
If they were initially going for one,
That's a rope. That's a rope on the money. It's pretty amazing.
and who is this quarterback for the
Some
Nightcrawlers?
fans who've never seen this league just might take that for granted. Like that's the way, a professional team can operate. With these guys, like I tell you, they play today, they're going to go to work tomorrow to a real job.
The Nightcrawlers mean business. Take the lead here for the first time all night, 36-34, but we still have 9 minutes left to play. And Tampa, A-team's stubborn. They're going to stay in that heavy run set. They're not going to abandon that. If Terrell Mitchell's going to have his team on the same track.
Got some great producers here. Just told me that the A-team has 1 timeout left. It's might be coming down to a timeout. This guy's turning redder. My dad was a sailor in the Navy. He always told me, the red sky, I think this is the way it goes. Red sky at night, a sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, a sailor's warning. You know how many captains we got out there? That's what he used to tell me.
I think we got to delay a game against the Nightcrawlers. It's going to back them up here 5. Still think this kid's going to reach the end zone.
Here we go for the famous A7FL throw-off. It's in the air, grabs it around the 8, taking off from there. Oh, with a hit. I heard that.
And the quarterback makes the tackle on that, too. And, that's the thing you got to be careful about. So, it's cool that you got your quarterback out there. He could throw the ball a mile. But he's also got to be out there making that hit. And, what's that going to feel like the next time he's got to throw the ball for his offense?
Yeah, we're about 30 yards, at least 30 yards, maybe 40 yards off the field in the booth. And like I said, there's no glass in front of us. It's an open window.
And he's lining up out there on defense right now. He just marched his team down for, the game-winning score. Makes a great tackle on the throw-off.
You know, I heard that hit it from up here.
And now he's playing corner.
Hearing that hit was similar to what when the NFL was playing during COVID. Nobody was in the stands, and you can hear the kicker when he kicked the ball. It was like a shotgun going off. This is big. They're behind now with 9 minutes to go. Right up the middle, going back to their. Oh, that's a hard hit right there, man. Once again, I'm hearing the bodies crash together.
29, man. He's just. I think we got a cramp. 29 is probably.
There's the toll of taking those big bodies on.
Looks like it's just a cramp, which, if you've never had one of those before, they're really scary. They hurt.
It's hot. It's hot. You got to drink a lot of fluids right now.
You know what? The trick is Mikey Shakes told me, an old teammate of mine. When you get cramps like that, you got to drink pickle juice. Pickle juice alleviates the cramps. And
I know
bananas. Yeah, pickle juice. Second and about 9 here for the A team, who are staying stubborn with this run. They're 0-1. Don't forget they lost to the Ghost opening week. They had a bye week last week because Florida was at Cincinnati. They need this win to get back into contention in the division. And Gray's going to keep it himself. And what a great play by 34. He sheds the block, gets a great angle, makes a great play. Nightcrawler's defense is impressive. .812 in running. You're scored 36-34. Nightcrawler's in the lead. A-team with the ball moving from left to right on your screen. 3rd and about 5. This is a big conversion right here for A-team. You don't want to give the Nightcrawlers back the ball here.
He's going to keep it. Ran the left side. What a hit. What a hit. And here comes the chatter. It's part of the game. You ever played b-ball in the streets? You know where it's at.
That was a big collision on the sideline right there. But look, Devon Gray could put this team on his back right now. They ran the ball enough up the middle. And, you'd think it would soften this defense up a little bit, but it really hasn't. These guys are really just still coming up and laying the wood.
Going back. Flag.
Looks like we got a penalty here.
Must have been holding.
And that's going to make it 1st and... What is that? 1st and 20? It's 1st and 22. Trips on the bottom of your screen here for 18.
This is a three wide right. Hey, boss, you notice who raised their hand? Who's the eligible receiver?
No, there's no tight end. They only have 2 down linemen right now, so there's no tight end in the box. I hear him calling out the the passing tree, 302. So let's see what that is.
Bubble screen. Bubble screen, almost picked. It was almost pick 6.
Odd play call. You know, in that situation, I mean, usually bubble screen, they get some blockers out in front. They just went with a quick slant over the middle, no blockers out in front, and it looked pretty rushed. So,
Yeah, I don't know how much time these fellas spend in the film rooms. They look like they knew that play was coming.
another flag coming out here. It looks like it's going to be against the Nightcrawlers this time. The
Well,
ref
actually,
said-
because the broadcasts are not only on Stadium, but they're on YouTube also, right?
We're not on Stadium tonight. Tonight we're just on YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, but my point being is, like, they
they're
look
waving
like
the
they knew
flag.
that play, so they can, these guys scout the other games, you know?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All the games are filmed. These guys have access to all the, we have a players' vault that's, exclusive to just the players. They can watch all the teams play from around the country, especially when you got to start playing these games from, when the playoffs come here and you got to play these teams from, the West Coast. It's the only chance you're going to get to see them is in the players' vault. And some highlights on Instagram. By the way, if you're watching the A7FL for the first time, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok now, which is a pretty cool app. And we're live on Sundays on Stadium.
Okay, we're finally ready to go.
2nd and 22 here for the A team, trailing by 2. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Both teams looking for their first win of the year.
Nice fake right there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. No, don't do that.
And Devon Gray took a shot on that.
Not as good as a punt, but it got up the field.
And you know what? Option is really hard to run in this league. To run option 7-on-7 with a narrow field is really difficult. You run out of real estate quick. You really got to be schooled in the option game to be able to do it. There's really only one person that I played with a long time ago, Mark Poor, that could really run the option. He understood how to attack upfield. If you don't know how to do it, that's the stuff that you're going to see. The backside pursuit just comes so quick. And, Gray got clocked on that play. We don't have a replay system here tonight because we're minimum capacity coming out here to St. Petersburg, but man, that was a shot. And now the Nightcrawlers with a 2-point lead, possession. A-team only has 1 timeout remaining, and they could, let's see if they could close this out. This would be a big win for them.
One man in the backfield. Fakes that throw. Looking long, but he's going to take it himself. Get about 3-4 yards. Nice defense in the secondary.
He easily evades those pass rushers. He creates separation just immediately, and then he doesn't take the unnecessary hit. He gets out of bounds. Back in the hurry up here.
Yeah, loading up again. They can put it away here. I don't think the A-team's going down easily, though.
2nd and about 8.
A lot of time. Oh, man.
Nice catch there by Bishop. Bishop's had to take on some of the quarterback duties here, but he is naturally a wide receiver. So to get a kid like this out here throwing the ball, this definitely opens up some things here for the Nightcrawlers that we haven't seen before.
Later on in the editing department, when this goes on to YouTube, you're going to see how high he got off the ground. I think he got up at least 2.5 feet.
Yeah, that's a great grab.
You can tell they're getting tired out there. But the game's on the line.
First down here for the Nightcrawlers, moving from right to left on your screen.
Back again to pass. The protection breaks down. Looking over the middle. Almost a shoe shot.
That's just,
grab.
that's great defense to be able to stick with a receiver that long. And what about the ball placement? He just throws it, all the way across the field late, hits the guy in the hands on the run while he's heading out of bounds. Amazing ball placement. 2nd and 10 now for the Nightcrawlers. And the clock's ticking away. 3:44 left.
Yeah, it's melting.
And, you know, before we came out and did this game, you know, some people were saying why, you know, Nightcrawlers lost their first 2 games bad. Well, they lost to the Ghosts 32-0. Then they lost in Cincinnati 28, either 28-14 or 28-19. You know, they look like a different team here.
There's a lot of pressure on him this time. Got to get rid of it. Oh, nice defense. Really nice defense.
And, you know, the clock doesn't stop for incomplete passes until the 2-minute warning. So, you know, it's not a bad thing that he's throwing the ball right now.
And we're at 3rd down.
And this is definitely, I would say, 2-down territory.
Okay, a more seasoned announcer wouldn't let this dead time, so I'm going to fill it up with some live time right here, the A7FL. Empty backfield. Here we go. Back to pass. Screen. Throws a double pass. Sidelines on the money. Hits the corner. Can he get in? What a move. He's in. He's in. That's a touchdown.
And, you know, I'm sitting here like, where's number 8? Did he get hurt? Is he tired? You know, I didn't realize he was lined up at receiver, and it looks like the A team didn't realize he was lined up at receiver either.
Yeah, that was pretty nice play. Just wondering, last week I saw some of the players go in the end zone and take pictures or something. So what are they doing back there? Celebrating for a picture? You guys know what I'm talking about.
And now it's 42-34. Don't forget, the Nightcrawlers did not lead in this game until the beginning of the 4th quarter. They trailed the entire game. At one point, 22-6. And how to make this a two-score ball game here late in the 4th.
Little bubble
and
screen,
they're doing it again.
double pass again, through his hands in the end zone.
And this is definitely an upset in this Florida-Cincinnati division. So, just so everybody understands our playoff structure and how the divisions are, we have 2 divisions in the Northeast. It's New Jersey and Baltimore. And then we have Cincinnati and Florida. They play in the same division. And then we have Los Angeles and Las Vegas that make up another division. So it's 4 divisions of 5 teams. And that's basically what's going to dictate our playoff structure here in the postseason. Is we're going to play for a true national championship. Things get real interesting when some of these teams, you know, from across the country are going to see each other for the first time. I mean, not really the first time that, you know, they obviously, like I mentioned, they're going to watch each other on YouTube and do some scouting and things like that. But it's definitely cool when they get to meet each other on the field for the first time. And, you know, we're going to have an awesome postseason this year with the A7FL. Our championship is July 10th. As we get ready, the Nightcrawlers are throwing this one off.
Almost to the end zone. It's in the end zone, taking it off. Nice cut. Might have some room here. I think he's got. Oh, what a nice move inside.
And, you know, the quarterback wasn't so quick to throw his shoulder in that time. Even though he delivered the blow to last 3-on-1, I know he felt that one. So
let me ask you a question, boss. Everybody talks about Mr. Brady, of course, because of his age and still playing at his level.
Mm-hmm.
What's the oldest gentleman that plays in this league?
You know, Herschel, Mike Walker.
Herschel Walker?
Well, he should be Herschel Walker, but he's on BIC. He's still on a roster. Oh, man. Switching weather from Jersey
Let
to...
them go by first on Route 275. You can hear them. Could be some... Yeah, that's a pack. Okay, as they float by, what were you saying about the open sky? Maybe not. It's still rubber. It's Florida, folks. Stuff like this happens.
Herschel, I think, is 56.
How much?
56.
Wow. And he plays, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he does play. Yeah, they're going to... I don't know. I think it's too late for this game plan. I think you got to put it in the air now.
Come up on the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they got to come up with a... They got to take some chances here. That ground game worked in the first quarter. It's not working now.
Just one timeout remaining. It's going to be tough.
Well, I've seen it all in this league, as most other football leagues, but this one's pretty exciting. And here we go. They come out in I formation. Mr. Gray still at the quarterback. Two-minute warning is over. We're about to start. Man in motion, coming right towards me. Right towards me in the booth here. Sets himself down. Fake pitch. Single receiver downfield. That ain't gonna make it. It's overthrown. There's some tech. There's some stuff going on. They're still blocking down there. No, somebody's got to tell them that play's over. And here goes the flag. Not sure who was the aggressor on that, but I don't think the A team showed up here thinking they were going to get beat.
Definitely not.
It's almost like the Hawks last week. Did you think they were going to win that game?
They lost.
They lost?
The Hawks lost. They got shut out.
Well, no, it was the other game they went down to the wire. I'm sorry,
BIC.
folks. I watch so many games, I get them confused.
BIC versus the U.
That one, right?
That was a great game.
Yeah. And they're like their first team in the league, right? This is their first year?
No, you're who? What game are you talking about?
New Jersey Hawks?
No. The Hawks lost to the Renegades, 12-0.
That was a defensive match. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. The Hawks' first time they've been shut out, since I can remember.
It's funny today, we're getting close to the end here. I can get some personal notes in. So a couple kids today on the sidelines, they had A7FL sideline passes. I'm like, what's that all about? They look so cool.
Yeah. Oh, did they have them? That's funny.
Here we go. Still staying on the ground. Can't figure it out, to be honest with you. It's a tough run, but, clock's running.
And there's no option for an onside kick here. We don't have any opportunity for double possession, so.
Yeah, I can respect them. They're trying to stay to their game plan, but, you got to change the plan. Minute 40 left here, folks.
If the Nightcrawlers hold off, this will be the first time they ever beat the A team. I just got a text from Dave, who coaches for the Ghosts. He's actually a player. You met him at the Combine last year, actually, Spider-Man. He just sent me a text. The first time that the Nightcrawlers, if they hold on, will ever beat the A team in league history. So I think we'll see a big celebration if they win it.
You got to throw the ball here. Man in motion. Nope, they're sticking with that run. He's got the corner. He's got the corner. Oh, that's a tough tackle. Late in the game, that's got to hurt. And yeah, there is a man down, unfortunately. It's a tough league, folks. It's not an amateur league. This is professional football. Got a lot of respect for these guys who do this. Could be, you know, like I say, it's really warm here. Cramps, maybe. Not sure exactly what the issue is. Big bodies hit like that. It's actually a rarity to have any serious injuries in this league.
31st Street Sports Complex, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, just like with flag, you know, you typical leg injuries and things like that, you can get them with basketball. It's hey, look, it's full contact, man. It's a dangerous game, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
31st Street Sports Complex.
Might have to give directions here for a moment, folks. Okay, here we go, folks. Not sure what the exact nature of the injury is. And of course, there's family at home and stuff, so we're not going to just say what we don't know. Going to run it again. Down at about the, I think it's inside the 10.
And Nightcrawler's defense just continues to, you know, stymie the A-team right here on the goal line.
What a throw. That was a bullet. Nice catch also.
Timeout A-team.
Looks like we're at the 5-yard line. So what's the options here?
You don't have many. You know, it's been a lot of talk for the last couple of years on some type of an onside kick or some way to have a double possession.
What I'm really saying is a score here, they have to go for 2, right? If they score. Correct?
Yeah, 42. Well, they just scored, right? Did they just score?
No.
Yeah, they'd have to go for 2 to tie the game.
Here we go. They're taking their time. I mean, it's a big play. Standing right over center. That's a little unusual, standing that close. Overthrown ball in the end zone. Clock showing 3:11.
No, I think 31-1.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, I think it's only 31 seconds.
I beg your pardon, folks. Once again, he's right over center. Very unusual for this league, the A7FL. since you don't have to hike the ball. I think the ref may have blown his whistle. Take care of one of those injured players. Okay, they're trying to handle that injured player. Yeah, it's professional sports. Things happen. That's why you just can't come into this league. You have to be in shape. These guys put a lot of work into this.
Let's see if the Nightcrawlers can hold on. 42-34. 31 seconds left here.
A formation. I don't think they have the opportunity to run the ball. I think they definitely have to throw this.
They got to be out of timeouts by now. Offsides on the offense. And that's just going to push 18 back even more.
You got to focus. Try to get this in the end zone. Going to have a couple shots at it at least.
It's 3rd and goal now. Gray in the deep shotgun here. No backs in the backfield.
He might be a little bit farther back than he's supposed to be, right? What's the
5
max?
yards is the max.
Yeah, but
Looks like he's got an extra yard.
yeah. Give him a little extra time. Oh, what a great defensive play there. Otherwise, I think that's a score. I think he had him.
You got to take off like 4 seconds probably.
Okay, the clock has to be remarked by a few seconds. It's like you see when the NBA calls a timeout and ref goes, see, well, what was it? Did he hit it or didn't he hit it?
He got it.
He had a second or two, but this time we're taking a couple seconds off. So about this, I think we have 2 plays left at least.
And that's definitely too deep of a shotgun right there.
Right. Yeah. Well,
He can only be 5 yards if the ref could hear you. He can't be that deep.
it's understandable. You know, these refs, like everything else, they might be new to this setup in our rules. But the max is 5 yards back.
Here we go. 4th down. This is it. Expect something crazy and unusual, as usual.
To his left, looking, has time, throws a bullet, and it's caught.
And now they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
Does it get any better? The only thing that came close is probably some of those Final Four teams, college basketball. Had some great runs there. But we got a great run right here. You're going to try to tie it up.
And even if they do, you know, they still got to throw off the Nightcrawlers.
Throw off, sure.
You know, and Nightcrawlers with all their timeouts remaining.
You can almost, if they score a throw off, it's almost like a walk off.
That's exactly what it would be. right here, empty backfield, shotgun set, 2 receivers on each side of your screen.
I'm looking for him to run, believe it or not. I think he's running.
If he sees an opening, he's definitely going to try. But I think this Nightcrawler's defense is too fast.
Mr. Gray, over center. Here we go. For the game. Can he tie it? All the time in the world. They finally break through, give him some pressure. He's got to throw it now and take the sack.
Wow.
Throws it up.
That's the
And
ball
that's
game.
the ball game. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed my little spiel here. It was a pleasure and joy to work with my son who's created this. I can't even believe he did
We're
it.
going to have you back in Orlando next week.
And you know what? You better come up with a contract, man. You want to get me back to Orlando. I'm just too good at this stuff. And we'll try to catch up. We got a new broadcast to give you an update if that player was seriously injured or not.
He's
I did
still on
see
the
him walk
sideline.
off,
Yeah, he's just waiting for a medic. He hurt just his leg.
See the players now, and all that respect going on.
I think this is it. They realize they can't.
Yeah.
They're going to end the game right here. There's no way to come back.
Lot of
The final
respect.
score.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Did my best. When do I get paid? I'm only kidding.
And that's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap. There we go. God bless everybody. What do you think, boss?
Amazing work, fellas. Amazing work. You guys were good today.
Thanks.
Yeah. I feel like we all did amazing up here, man. Everybody did a good job. We held it down.
Most
That was
work
an
I did.
amazing game.
Yeah.
That was an amazing game. We gotta find out who the hell this quarterback is, because that kid, Nick said that he's the top QB in the nation. Tell me about the quarterback. I don't know. Like what? Oh, okay. Why don't you pull the string on me? That don't will. There ain't no lights in there.
Oh, what are you gonna need a light?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see I got my flashlight on, right? Yeah.
I got a chair. I can sit down now.
Yeah.
I'm working my ass off. Oh.
Send me your PayPal. You have PayPal?
I use Cash App.
I'm trying to
That's
think
how
like.
they usually pay me.
Oh, so I can just send it to Nick?
You can send it to Nick.
All right.
And Nick will Cash App it to me. I'm gonna
Alright.
get this on the radio real quick.
Okay, I just got done. No, just got done. Yeah, just screen over here. You want something? Whatever. Yeah, something like a sandwich is cool. Nothing like that. Crazy. Right. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright. Like 60. We didn't promote it or nothing. So, but what will happen is it'll stay up and it'll accumulate a lot.